Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this video we are looking at the two top choices for Supergirl figures in your DC collection. So these are, they can be found in the DC Superheroes and DC Universe Classics lines. They've been reissued different times. This one can be in a variant with the black skirt, I believe, but these are your two classic looks for Supergirl, so these are the two I recommend. Obviously, this one is not supposed to have a big scratch there. I bought it secondhand, and it is not in the best of shape. So we're going to do kind of a comparative review. I'm going to just kind of run over both of them really quickly so that you guys have an idea of what's available. If you are so inclined to get a Supergirl figure, this is a viewer request, so hopefully this helps you out. 6 inches tall for this one, which makes her just a little bit shorter than most of the males in this same style of figure, and just about the exact same height. For this one, they do share some parts. If you can tell, they have the same skirt, the same abdomen, the same torso, and the same lower arms. Not the hands and not the upper arms. I think that's it. Yeah, the boots are different, legs are the same, it looks like, other than the boots. Obviously, different heads. So if you're going to choose one, personally, this is my choice, but if you're going for this look, then this figure's okay. It's just not particularly great. She looks a little bit weird in the face, so we'll get in on that so you can see it up close. It's not bad, it's just the way they painted it. She just has really weird looking eyebrows and a weird face look in general. The sculpt isn't bad. I think a little bit of a better paint job would have made it much better. The hair is okay, it just has this kind of, I don't know, soft sculpt to it. It doesn't look quite right. It looks a little odd. I'm not sure what it is about. It's just something that's off. If you get a good one that doesn't have a scratched up chest, it's actually pretty cool because the S logo is sculpted and it has a decent sculpt to it. And the white paint is generally fairly opaque, which means it's not translucent at all, which is pretty good. The black paintwork around the seams, not the best, but it'll do. It's not horrible. All of the skin tones are a really nice tone, so that's a good thing. And the skirt looks pretty good also. The paintwork on the boots is also really good, so that's a good thing. And then the cape, while my least favorite thing is probably sculpted capes that are not symmetrical at all, hers works out okay because it's mostly straight behind her, but the way it's all folded up on itself and sticks out funny does make her a little bit back heavy, and it's hard to pose her in a way that looks very good. So this is not my first choice at all, despite some of the benefits. It's just not that great. Now this figure, on the other hand, has the same problem with the cape, but for some reason it looks much better on her. Maybe it's because of the sleeves or the windswept hair. I think it's probably the windswept hair. It just looks a lot better on this figure. I think this figure has much more appeal in general. She does have the sculpted S logo on her chest also, even though it's not an S. And while some people don't like her face, I'm actually pretty fond of it. I don't think it's too bad. She looks a little bit older than she should, but otherwise, I think it looks pretty good, and I like the way they sculpted the windswept hair. And then it's painted very well on top of that, so it's very nice. Having the sleeves on there is a nice touch. The sculpted sleeves on her hands is also pretty good. This one's a little bit beat up. I got most of my DCUC and DCSH figures secondhand, so I apologize for the roughness. And then she also has the sculpted boots, which are a nice touch. They don't have the best paint job for the yellow, but they look pretty good. And again, the cape, it's definitely not the best situation, but since it matches the flowing hair, then I think it's not so bad. I like it for the most part. I definitely recommend it. And then they have the same articulation, so I'm going to run through that. The only real difference is the boots, and that doesn't really change the articulation. So the head, mostly just going to be a swivel. You don't get a whole lot of up and down at all with these figures. Standard ball hinge shoulder, so full range of motion with the bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow, but you get 90 degrees out of it, and then the wrists have a swivel. I don't need to show you that. Waist is just a swivel at the top of the skin part, which it's not the best situation, but there's not enough overlap that any normal posing is going to look okay. It's not, like I said, it's not the best, but it'll do. The skirt is soft, but it's not super soft, so despite the fact that she has technically a really good range of motion in the hips, they're kind of like ball hinges actually, but they're really limited. I can't even peel that skirt up to show you. Maybe I have to take her out to dinner, I don't know. They're just pretty limited. It's technically there. You get a thigh swivel, and you get she can technically do the splits and bring the leg all the way forward. It's just the skirt is in the way. And then the knee, you get about 90 degrees out of the knee, so that's pretty good. And then for the ankle, all the way back, all the way forward, except it doesn't go that far. And you get a little bit of an ankle rocker, so that's pretty cool. And on this one, if I don't throw her across the table, she actually has a shin swivel, which is unique to this one. So there's a shin swivel there, and she can go that far back, a little bit farther forward. No real ankle rocker. So again, slightly different, but generally the same quality figure. It's really going to come down to which version you want and what you like better design-wise. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.